Did you know that the food in your kitchen could be hiding fungi, some beneficial and others dangerously toxic? From enhancing flavors to posing cancer risks, fungi play a surprising role in what we eat. Stick around as we uncover the top 10 fungi lurking in everyday foods and how they impact your health. Before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe for more science-backed health tips. Stay with us until the end, because the Fungus 10 is truly mind-blowing. Let's dive in. The dual role of fungi in food. Fungi are more than just mushrooms, they're in cheese, bread, beer, and even coffee. While some fungi promote health benefits, others produce mycotoxins, which have been linked to serious diseases, including cancer. So, which fungi should you embrace, and which should you avoid? Let's discover 10 fungi commonly found in everyday foods. 1. Penicillium, blue cheese and spoiled bread, beneficial or dangerous? Penicillium is a well-known mold that plays a dual role in food. While certain species of this fungus are used in making delicious blue cheese, camembert, and brie, other strains can lead to harmful food spoilage and toxin production. Why is penicillium used in cheese? The mold creates the signature blue veins in blue cheese varieties like Roquefort, Stilton, and Gorgonzola, enhancing their sharp and tangy flavors. Some penicillium species are beneficial in breaking down proteins and fats, giving cheese its rich texture and depth of taste. The dark side of penicillium: mycotoxins and spoiled bread. While it's a culinary hero in cheese, penicillium thrives on stale bread, producing mycotoxins like ochratoxin A, which can lead to kidney damage, liver toxicity, and even potential carcinogenic effects. Consuming moldy bread is dangerous. Even scraping off visible mold doesn't eliminate deeply embedded mycotoxins that have already spread within the food. Food safety tips: store bread in a cool, dry place to prevent mold growth. Never consume moldy bread. Even a small amount can contain harmful toxins. Keep cheese properly refrigerated to preserve beneficial mold while preventing unwanted fungal contamination. 2. Aspergillus, peanuts, coffee, and grains, a silent killer in your pantry? Aspergillus is a widespread fungus found in grains, nuts, coffee, and even spices. While some species are harmless or even beneficial in fermentation, like in soy sauce and miso, others produce aflatoxins, one of the deadliest naturally occurring carcinogens. What makes Aspergillus dangerous? Aspergillus flavus and Aspergillus parasiticus produce aflatoxins, which are highly toxic and have been linked to liver cancer, immune suppression, and DNA damage. The World Health Organization, WHO, classifies aflatoxins as Group 1 carcinogens, meaning there is strong evidence that they cause cancer in humans. Where is Aspergillus found? Peanuts and peanut butter. If improperly stored, peanuts develop aflatoxins, which remain even after processing into peanut butter. Coffee beans. Contaminated coffee beans can harbor Aspergillus mold, leading to lower quality coffee and potential exposure to toxins. Grains, corn, wheat, rice, barley. Stored grains are at high risk of Aspergillus contamination, especially in humid or warm conditions. How to avoid aflatoxin exposure? Buy high quality, properly stored nuts and grains from trusted sources. Store food in dry, airtight containers to prevent mold growth. Choose organic and mycotoxin-tested coffee beans to reduce risk. Be cautious with cheap or improperly stored peanut butter. Opt for reputable brands with low aflatoxin levels. Fungi in the home, a hidden health threat? Beyond food, fungi thrive in damp home environments, leading to potential health issues. Aspergillus, Cladosporium, and Penicillium are common indoor molds that trigger allergies, asthma, and even infections. Keep your home dry, well ventilated, and clean to minimize exposure. Tips to reduce fungal exposure: store food properly to prevent mold growth. Fix leaks and control indoor humidity. Use an air purifier to reduce airborne spores. Discard moldy foods immediately. Cutting off the visible mold doesn't remove deep-rooted toxins. Fungi and cancer, groundbreaking research. Exciting studies reveal that certain fungi, like reishi and maitake mushrooms, contain anti-cancer compounds that boost immunity and fight tumor cells. On the flip side, exposure to aflatoxins and ochratoxins from contaminated food can increase the risk of liver and kidney cancers. The future of fungal research: scientists are exploring fungal-based immunotherapy to develop new cancer treatments. With further advancements, fungi might hold the key to revolutionary medical breakthroughs. 3. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, beer, wine, and bread, the yeast powerhouse that's everywhere. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, commonly known as baker's yeast or brewer's yeast, is one of the most widely used fungi in the food industry. It plays a crucial role in the fermentation process, transforming simple ingredients into delicious bread, flavorful beer, and fine wine. But did you know that this tiny yeast also holds powerful health benefits? How Saccharomyces cerevisiae works in food. In bread making, this yeast ferments sugars, releasing carbon dioxide, which helps dough rise and gives bread its fluffy texture. In brewing, it converts sugars into alcohol and carbon dioxide, creating beer's signature fizz and wine's smooth finish. It's also responsible for the fermentation of kombucha and traditional fermented foods like sourdough and cider. Health benefits of Saccharomyces cerevisiae: probiotic power. Some strains are used as probiotics, promoting gut health, digestion, and immune support. Rich in B vitamins, brewer's yeast is a natural source of B-complex vitamins, selenium, and protein, making it a great dietary supplement. Supports skin and hair health. Nutrients in yeast help maintain clear skin and strong hair by supporting cellular regeneration. Potential concerns: some individuals may experience digestive discomfort or allergic reactions to yeast. Overgrowth of Saccharomyces cerevisiae in the gut can contribute to yeast infections and bloating. Food safety tips: store yeast-based products properly to maintain freshness. Opt for naturally fermented foods to reap probiotic benefits. Avoid consuming excess processed yeast-containing foods, which may lead to imbalances. 4. Cladosporium, fruits and vegetables, a hidden threat in your produce? Cladosporium is a common airborne mold found on fruits, vegetables, and in household environments. It thrives in damp conditions, often appearing as dark green or black spots on food surfaces. But is it dangerous? Where is Cladosporium found? Bananas, apples, and pears. This mold can cause fruits to develop brown patches and rot, reducing freshness and flavor. Tomatoes and leafy greens. Once Cladosporium takes hold, vegetables wilt faster and spoil more quickly. Stored produce in humid conditions. Keeping fruits and vegetables in warm, damp areas accelerates mold growth, leading to food waste and potential health risks. Health risks of Cladosporium exposure. Respiratory problems. Cladosporium spores can become airborne, triggering asthma, allergies, and sinus infections. Skin irritation. Contact with moldy fruits or vegetables may cause rashes or itching in sensitive individuals. Potential mycotoxins. Some strains may produce toxins linked to allergic reactions and respiratory distress. How to prevent Cladosporium contamination. Store fruits and vegetables in cool, dry places to prevent mold growth. Wash produce thoroughly to remove spores before consumption. Discard moldy food immediately. Cutting off the mold doesn't always remove the hidden toxins inside. Keep kitchen surfaces and storage areas clean and well ventilated to avoid airborne mold buildup. Pro tip: investing in a produce preserving container or using ventilated storage bags can extend the life of your fruits and veggies while keeping them mold-free. 5. Rhizopus, spoiled bread and soft fruits, the rapid spreader of mold. Rhizopus is the primary fungus responsible for black bread mold, a fast-growing mold that appears as fuzzy black or greenish patches on stale bread and soft fruits like strawberries and peaches. While some species of Rhizopus are used in food fermentation, others can produce harmful toxins and cause foodborne illnesses. Where Rhizopus grows, on bread, quickly spreads on moist, warm bread, making it inedible. On fruits, affects soft, ripe fruits like grapes, berries, and stone fruits, leading to spoilage. In damp storage areas, can thrive on improperly stored produce. Health risks of Rhizopus contamination. Can cause mucormycosis, a rare but serious fungal infection in people with weakened immune systems. Consuming moldy food may lead to digestive upset and respiratory issues. How to prevent Rhizopus mold. Store bread in airtight containers or refrigerators to slow mold growth. Keep fruits in cool, dry areas, and consume them before they overripen. Discard any food with visible mold. Cutting off the mold doesn't eliminate toxins. 6. Fusarium, corn and grains, a hidden threat to hormonal health. Fusarium is a common fungal contaminant in grains like corn, wheat, and barley. Some Fusarium species produce mycotoxins, such as fuminizins and zearalenone, which have been linked to hormonal imbalances, immune suppression, and even increased cancer risk. Why is Fusarium dangerous? Fuminizins, found in contaminated corn, linked to esophageal cancer and neural tube defects. Zearalenone, mimics estrogen, potentially disrupting hormonal balance and fertility. Trichothecenes, toxins that weaken the immune system and cause gastrointestinal distress. Where is Fusarium found? In processed grains, breakfast cereals, cornmeal, and wheat flour can be contaminated if improperly stored. In animal feed, contaminated grains can transfer toxins to meat and dairy products. How to reduce Fusarium exposure? Buy organic, mycotoxin-tested grains from reputable brands. Store grains in dry, cool places to prevent fungal growth. Avoid cheap, bulk-stored corn products, as they have higher risks of contamination. Conclusion: stay aware, stay healthy. Fungi are everywhere, from the food we eat to the air we breathe. While some offer health benefits, others pose serious risks. Check your food for mold. Store grains and nuts properly. Stay updated on fungal research. 7. Botrytis, strawberries and grapes, the fuzzy gray mold that spoils your favorite fruits. Botrytis cinerea, commonly known as gray mold, is a fungal pathogen that targets soft fruits like strawberries, grapes, and raspberries. If you've ever noticed a fuzzy grayish coating on your berries or seen your grapes turn mushy before you even get to eat them, botrytis is the culprit. Where does botrytis grow? Thrives in humid, warm environments, making fridges with condensation or damp grocery store shelves prime locations for contamination. Affects strawberries, grapes, raspberries, tomatoes, and even ornamental plants. Quickly spreads from one fruit to another, meaning a single infected berry can ruin the entire batch. Health risks of botrytis contamination can trigger allergic reactions, respiratory issues, and asthma flare-ups in sensitive individuals. Consuming moldy or rotting fruit may lead to digestive discomfort and stomach upset. How to prevent botrytis mold? Store fruits in breathable containers to prevent moisture buildup. Wash berries and grapes with a vinegar water solution to kill mold spores. Consume fruit quickly before mold has a chance to grow. Refrigerate fruits in a dry area, and discard any moldy fruit immediately to prevent spread. 8. Candida, dairy and fermented foods, the yeast that lives inside us. Candida is a type of yeast that naturally exists in small amounts in the human body, particularly in the gut and mouth. However, when it grows out of control, often due to poor diet, high sugar intake, or antibiotic use, it can lead to Candida overgrowth and infections. This fungus is also found in fermented dairy products, kombucha, and some aged cheeses. Where does Candida grow in food? Dairy products, certain cheeses and fermented dairy may contain Candida strains. Kombucha and fermented foods, Candida can overgrow in improperly brewed kombucha or homemade ferments. Spoiled dairy, moldy yogurt, sour milk, or improperly stored cheese can harbor Candida overgrowth. Health risks of Candida overgrowth may lead to digestive issues, bloating, and food sensitivities. Can contribute to oral thrush, skin rashes, and yeast infections. Overgrowth in the gut has been linked to brain fog, fatigue, and sugar cravings. How to prevent Candida overgrowth? Limit high sugar foods, as Candida thrives on sugar. Choose probiotic-rich foods, like unsweetened yogurt, to maintain gut balance. Store fermented foods properly to prevent contamination. Monitor dairy freshness and discard any moldy or spoiled items. With these insights, you can better protect yourself from unwanted fungal exposure while making informed choices about the foods you eat. 9. Alternaria, tomatoes and bell peppers, the fungus that causes food rot and allergies. Did you know that black spots on your tomatoes and bell peppers could be hiding a toxic fungus? Alternaria is a widespread mold that attacks fresh produce, leading to food spoilage and potential health risks. This fungus thrives on tomatoes, peppers, carrots, and even potatoes, causing soft rot and dark, moldy patches. Where Alternaria hides in foods, tomatoes and bell peppers, causes black spots and soft rot, making them inedible. Carrots and potatoes, grows inside damaged or bruised vegetables, sometimes undetected until cut open. Grains and nuts can also contaminate wheat, barley, and almonds, leading to hidden mycotoxins. Health risks of Alternaria exposure: produces mycotoxins like alternarial, which have been linked to cell damage and potential carcinogenic effects. Triggers allergies and asthma, especially in people sensitive to airborne mold spores. May weaken the immune system if consumed in high amounts over time. How to avoid Alternaria in your food? Inspect produce before buying. Avoid tomatoes and peppers with black spots or mushy areas. Store vegetables in a dry, cool place to prevent mold growth. Use produce quickly before it overripens, as mold thrives on aging vegetables. Don't let moldy produce make its way to your plate. Always choose fresh, firm vegetables for a safer, healthier diet. 10. Mucor, dairy and fermented foods, a hidden risk in your favorite snacks. Ever opened a yogurt or soft cheese and noticed a fuzzy white mold? That could be mucor, a fast-growing fungus that often appears in dairy products, fermented foods, and improperly stored bread. While some species of mucor are used in traditional fermentation, like in certain Asian cheeses, others pose a serious health threat. Where mucor is found, soft cheeses, like brie and camembert, if storage conditions aren't ideal, unwanted mucor mold can grow, leading to contamination. Yogurt and dairy products can thrive in spoiled or expired dairy, potentially causing health issues. Bread and baked goods, a common cause of food spoilage in warm, humid environments. Health risks of mucor contamination can cause mucormycosis, a rare but serious fungal infection, particularly in people with weakened immune systems. May trigger digestive issues if ingested in contaminated dairy or bread. Some strains produce mycotoxins that can harm respiratory health. How to prevent mucor mold? Keep dairy properly refrigerated and always check expiration dates. Discard moldy bread or cheese immediately, don't just cut off the moldy part. Use airtight containers for dairy and baked goods to prevent mold exposure. Don't take chances with moldy food. Proper storage and freshness checks are key to keeping your meals safe and healthy. Fungi and cancer, groundbreaking research. Exciting studies reveal that certain fungi, like reishi and maitake mushrooms, contain anti-cancer compounds that boost immunity and fight tumor cells. On the flip side, exposure to aflatoxins and ochratoxins from contaminated food can increase the risk of liver and kidney cancers. The future of fungal research. Scientists are exploring fungal-based immunotherapy to develop new cancer treatments. With further advancements, fungi might hold the key to revolutionary medical breakthroughs. Stay updated on fungal research. Love learning about hidden health risks and superfoods? Watch our next video for fungi that fight cancer. Subscribe now for more deep dives into nutrition and wellness. Hit like if you found this information helpful, and share with friends and family. Stay safe, stay informed. And we will see you in the next video.